Nandipha, and I'm here at Foritech Online TV. And if you haven't subscribed, please make sure that you do subscribe. And of course, don't forget to click on the notification button so you never miss out on any content that we upload. And also, please take note that Foritech Online TV is proudly sponsored by Foritech IT Solutions. And of course, we have another channel. And if you haven't subscribed, wanted to make sure that you do. And the name is Shaker TV. With me today, I have, of course, our boss, the CEO, and your girl B. And on this program that we're going to have now, please know that the views and the views that we're going to discuss on this matter are ours and do not reflect the views. And so, as you guys know, that today, the 3rd of May, was the bail application hearing for Dr. Nandipha Magudumana and the 5 accused for the escape of the convicted Facebook rapist and murderer Thabo Bester. So we actually want to discuss about the bail hearing, whether did they really deserve it to be postponed, because it got postponed today to the 11th and the 12th of May. So it seems like there was a bit of conflict in court.
Yeah.
As the state and also the representatives of the accused. So, sir, what actually do you have to say about that?
Okay. First of all, I know you miss my face. Some people think it's time with the CEO. It's not a time with the CEO. The CEO is busy on his normal errands because we need to buy the whole of South Africa by the end of this year. I like the word accused because if it was me, I was going to say accusers. Whichever way, adjectival phrase is correct. My favorite Efia, the host, because everybody knows her voice, and my co-partner in crime. When I say co-partner in crime, because I'm on her neck, because she came back from holiday from Durban. Skilava, when we say Skilava, diving with the big boys, with cigar and Mercedes, we'll talk about it. Watch on the screen the photo of her when she was enjoying herself. By the way, I'm sorry to bore you viewers and listeners, but you wanted to know if they deserve to be out on bail or
not. Bail.
Court has got processes, and I will highlight the processes for people to know with an in-depth processes of how the court works, depending on the case schedules. We call it schedule 5, schedule 2, schedule 1, and stuff like that. On this matter where it's of public interest and in international interest as well. Remember, they were using American passport and all these things. For them to be given a bail and the dates that they escalated to be debated and argument were around the date and stuff. To me, viewers, I'm going to throw light on that. One, when you are in court and you're applying for bail, there are logistics surrounding those bail. First, the state prosecution authority or agency, let me say authority because it deals with the state. What they do is that they go on doing background checks of each and every accused that is involved with the case. Some of the background checks include, these are not allegedly, I'm telling you something that I've read about it and I know I've been to court for witnessing people being given bail. They do your domicile. When we say domicile, place where you stay, your domicile. In court, they don't use your house address, they say domicile. Those are the terminologies they use in court. You get my point. Now they check your phone records, your phone numbers. If you have different phone numbers, they contact people who are going to be staying with you if you're staying alone. And then the most important thing is your domicile, place of where you reside, where they can easily trace you when you are given a bail. So those are what the state prosecution does. The detective work in hand with the state prosecution. The detectives which are known as in South Africa as the investigation officers, will now go and do all these background checks, send the report to the National Prosecution Agency or Authority. Okay, or the prosecutor, we normally call it prosecutor, but in this case, we wouldn't call it prosecutor because we see more than one prosecutors there. So here we call it the national prosecutor. If you remember, it's the state versus all these people. You get my point. Now, if they happen to go and do all this investigation and they are not satisfied with what they see, they come to court and postpone the date of what? They postpone the date of your bail hearing. Now, with the bail, when they come to court, let me throw light about the bail hearing here. Not that when you come to court, you get a bail instant. It depends on the type of case. It can even be any other case where the same day when you come to court, they verify your address, you get a bail the same day. But these cases are very huge and voluminous and volatile in such a way that I know for sure, please, here allegedly, I am not saying, I know for sure that the NPA are going to oppose bail. So they need to strategize of what you are going to do. And the defense counsel, when we say defense counsel, these are the terminology. The defense counsel are working in hand with the accusers. Sorry for the word accusers. People or accused persons. Okay. Here, the defense counsel work in hand with them because they are defending them. Now here, the bail application, you are going now to debate on the bail. The defense people who are working with accused people will say, we want them to be given bail based upon 1, 2, 3, 4. The NPA will either say yes or no. That's, we don't use yes or no. Oppose and not oppose. So here, they will be debating. It can take a day or two. That is why from the footage, they say it's given on the 11th and the 12th.
Yeah, and I did see that they also asked them to extend it to the 13th.
Yes, because one person's bail application can take more than 30 minutes. You need to convince the court. Remember, the NPA is working for the state. The judge, this is where the question comes in, listens to the NPA, but remember, the judge has got integrity, oath of, we call it oath of integrity, when you are sworn in the bar office to say, at any given point in time, your verdict will be neutral as possible. So the judge will listen to the both sides. Although the judge is working for the state, will listen to the both and apply his intellectual capabilities to decide on the decision. If what the defense counsel and the state, the NPA, which one is more suitable for the verdict, then pass on his judgment. So it's not something that people see it as likely. They are now going to debate on the bail hearing. It could take 3 days or 4 days. Remember, the judge said, if I'm not exaggerating, other dates will be as follows if on the 11th and 12th and 13th, they don't come to a compromise. Yes, that is about how the bail issue. I think I've given an in-depth. As to whether they must be given a bail, I'll wait for your other question. But to me, I will not prejudice all of them or chastise all of them into one bowl. Yeah. Because everybody's rule of making Tabo Besta to come out was different. And remember, all those people who are attached to Nandipha and Tabo Besta are the G4S people. Automatically, they've been suspended from work. So they don't have any work they are doing now. So my ideologies and my opinion will come after your question, unless maybe you'll have something to say.
Well, for me on that, I felt like Dr. Nandipha, they were not even supposed to consider giving her bail, or they shouldn't even consider.
Why?
Because she's flight risk already.
Okay.
If she managed to escape and was found in Tanzania with passports, that alone means if she can get bail and be out, the possibility of her maybe trying to leave the country could be high. I could be wrong, but that's just what I think.
Remember, if they give her a bail, obviously she's gonna be having some police officials that will be like on her case, like is she going out? So I don't think it will be so simple for her to do that.
Can I come in there, my two lovely ladies? In the law court, when you're given a bill, we have conditions, something called conditions. The condition will say, report to this nearest police station every Wednesday. Do this, do this, do these are conditions. But condition where they'll be giving you police to guard you as house arrest. I've never heard it before. It's my first time. Maybe she will set in it. Yes, they will set a first record in this case to say, because she's a flight risk. Because I concur with what Efia is saying, because she's very. I'm sorry, Dr. Nandipha's family. I'm not judging her, but based upon what we have heard and the story that in the narrative, she's highly connected. So we might not know her next move in terms of absconding. So here it's going to be very dicey, because everyone has the right to be given a bail, but based upon certain conditions, they might deny you. So with what you are saying, I've never heard it before.
No, I'm just thinking.
No, I'm not saying maybe they will do it like that, and that one is called house arrest. But even the house arrest, they don't ask people to guard you, unless you're a politician. I don't know how this thing is gonna work.
House arrest doesn't it work after you have been already convicted?
That's what. After you have been convicted, and they've given you maybe a suspended sentence to do a correctional community service, they give you a house arrest. That one, even that house arrest, they don't guard you. You are only monitored by the correctional service supervisors. If you are home, you don't leave the province and you don't run away. You get a point.
Because I was just checking on the socials how people are actually reacting towards the whole court proceedings, how they feel like they've been let down. Well, 2 more accused were aided and now arrested. They also appeared in court. A lady and a guy. I'm not sure of their names.
The lady is Natasha.
Okay.
Jensen.
Natasha Jensen, and the guy is Dio. I forgot the surname. It's Spanish.
Yeah, yeah. So they.
Oh, it's a Spanish guy.
No, Pedi.
It's a Pedi guy.
Apparently, they were in working in the control room, and
okay.
Yeah, tampered with the CCTV.
Yeah, so they tempered and all those things. So now my worry is, why are they making it seem as if this is okay? Yes, it was a group work, but why are they allowed to attend court all at once? Why can't they just be given different dates?
I'm going to ask you a short quiz. A up to F. Tabo Besta is the question. Number A, control room. Number 2, toilet facility. Number 3, gate. Number 4, prison bar. All of them, what was their aim? Is to make Tabo Besta to what? Escape. So those are the questions. So all these 3 have got one common what? Common goal.
The clue to this case.
Yes, they have got. So that's why I gave you a question, Tabo Besta, and those preambles that are there. So they can separate them, because, okay, you are in the control room. You tamper with the control room to do what? For the Tabo Besta to be what? To escape. Okay, fine. You are at the kitchen. You lock the kitchen door where people can see Tabo Besta for him to do what? Escape. So here they cannot separate the case, because even if they are dealing with you, Tabo Besta's name will be mentioned time and time and time again.
But couldn't they have put them aside, then Nandipha on her own, just like Tabo Besta? When he appears, he's going to appear alone.
No, Tabo Besta is not going to appear alone. In the next court case, in the trial, they will join the case together. Remember, he's a convict. He's already in jail.
Okay.
So in terms of escaping, he will join them. Murder.
So I heard that Mr. Second, Dr. Nandipha's father, will appear in court on the 16th. Same applies to Best. Are they going to be in the same court?
That is what I'm saying, that there I don't have knowledge about it, because this case is a very dicey case.
Yeah,
We don't even know how the MPA is going to join those cases together, because I just overheard, I don't know, viewers and listeners, correct me if I'm lying, that the father has been cleared of all murder charges. So in this case, it's a very, very dicey case. He's going to be aiding and abetting crime.
And also the violating of dead bodies.
Dead bodies. So, but he's been cleared of murder.
Oh,
It doesn't mean he's been cleared of the case.
Everything, yeah, just the murder case.
Yes, because so in this case, we don't know how the MP is going to conjoin or join those cases, because like my lovely host said, it's very, very dicey. It needs highly intellectual people to deal with this case. And I saw the chief NPA or NPO guy. You see this man, I don't want to say what I said behind the scene, but you could see this man is somebody who does not even understand anything, apart from says no and yes. I could see. So I don't know. Separating the cases, to me, at a point in time, the cases will be separated.
Oh, okay.
At a point, that one I know. But for now, the escape, they will all face the same trial. That's why they have individual legal representative to deal with the case.
But now it seems like the numbers are going high.
Yeah.
Everyone is singing like if he was involved, Mr. Cole was involved.
Okay.
If it happens that the number gets to 40, how are they going to handle this?
Okay.
thing?
I'll
Because
give you
it's
one.
kinda tricky.
I'll give you an example. When there was the July unrest, there were more than 80 people, but they were all attending court cases. Yeah.
The same day.
Yeah. No. The same day, they were. Remember that the verdict and the decisions are one. So when you go, they put you all there and tell you their peace of mind.
Yeah, especially if the other accused, because with them, it's only the escaping that
Yes.
they are involved in.
What about people who hosted them in the houses, people from the borders? And so, like I said, invariably, we heard also that more arrests are going to be done. So for now, this case, when people are discussing it, viewers, just be careful that you don't say things that you'll be charged for, not even on TV, even outside your home fraternity, because you'll be called to the court to come and give
To come and testify.
testify. Remember, and then there, remember, false allegation is also a crime. Everybody should be very careful of what you say outside, because you'll be at home and they will come for you, especially not us, but people who have been with these people during the 1 year honeymoon in the country when they are supposed to be in jail. People need to be careful. And I know people are sweating in their panties and their shoes. You remember, let me tell you one funny thing about the investigation team. They already have their names already. People they want to arrest. They are just doing investigation before they come to you. So let me tell you, those names are already there. And your names are at the borders already.
This other celebrity also came up, Sims Gamer, that she visited Thabo Bese.
Yes, because if she doesn't come out, they will come for her or him.
It was showed, I think, on the
Yeah,
records.
yes, because remember,
She had to make a statement.
yeah, the service provider already, the audios are out.
Yeah, but then she said that she went to visit Thabo in 2018 after the 21st century launch. So Thabo
But my question is that he or she
How do you go and visit a person
who is in jail?
to ask
So
for your money?
she wanted answers, like when you know that someone took your money, you can't just say cause
Okay,
let
so
me just relax.
So here we cannot judge them, because whatever she's telling us, she will say it in court, between her and the court and the room alone. Whether you went there for money and the investigation unit will establish your modus operandi. What was your move? Remember, let me tell you, listen, guys, the CEO is very enlightened when it comes to these things. Let me tell you, the reason why these days, when there's a crime scene, you need to be careful when you visit there. The air that blows from the crime scene, when it touches you, you can be called to answer. You see this case, I'm telling you, I'm not exaggerating. I'm telling you, they might have about 20 to 25 people being arrested. Because, let me ask you people a question and prove me, advise me. Anybody who visited Dr. Nandipha and Thabo Bester's house for lunch even, when he or she knows that Thabo Bester was supposed to be in jail and never reported, means what?
They're already
intertwined with the case.
Yeah.
You visited somebody that is a Facebook rapist and it was on national television, he's been jailed for life. But you visited them.
No, Sene, let me speak for people like me. I never knew Thabo Bester up until this time. So if it happened that I went there and then he was introduced to me as who's Tommy Mufidi. You know, like there's some people that might say whatever that I'm saying right now.
No, you're making a lot of sense. Okay, talk.
That one, I feel like it's different if you just invite. But now we talk about
close relatives.
Close friends that won't only come once or twice.
They were visiting.
I don't think Nandipha never shared anything with anyone.
No, there's nothing like that.
And yet you were doing businesses and
opening companies and
so all this, even the Dr. Pashi that she has passports for, maybe she could have been paid a lump sum of money. I saw an article also saying that Thabo Bester was offering 105,000 rands to one of the guards to come out when he was still in prison. So all that money, if you're being offered and you feel you just need to keep quiet, you're also going to keep quiet and keep on enjoying your money. The fact that even the brother himself was now blackmailing
the scenario. They were so here aiding and abetting will come in. But with your scenario, the person can win the case because if you don't even know, like me, I've never seen Thabo Bester. I've only seen Thabo Bester once. That was in the news when I think he was being convicted finally. It just passed off. But people might not even know. They are not even interested. And they will go and visit Dr. Nandipha and this guy several times because they are friends to Dr. Nandipha. The person can argue him or herself case out of court and he or she will go scot-free. But in the law court, anything can happen. Yes, they can establish the fact that you are aware. They can also push you to the limit, you see. So here is a very, very dicey case. And like I said, I'm not talking too much, but when it comes to court issues, that is why when you are arrested, they said, don't say anything. Anything you said will be used against you in the law court. Because court does not have respecter of person. Everybody is equal before the law. So your statement, they are going to use to judge you. So as we are deliberating on it, we are not telling the court what to do. We are only sharing opinions which are our own opinion. So here, in this case, I see that we have Rumbo Jumbo. It's going to be a whole lot of war movies here. Anybody who tells you they'll finish it within 2 years is a lie.
But probably, maybe they will give her 10 years inside. I'm just 10 years inside, 5 years outside sentence. Then she comes out, she makes a movie, she writes a book, she makes money for a lifetime.
Okay, so in this case, you are coming up with, in case they give her 10 years, they have, in terms of the constitution and of the land, every case have got its merit and prison sentence. There will be a possibility that they look at if she did not commit any murder in the process, they rule out murder. But among these 3 dead bodies, if there was one that was killed, that one is another case. So with me, I see that if this case is furnished with proper information, she might be lucky to go in for 25 years.
Ooh,
Yeah, remember.
25.
Yeah, remember that. Remember that. Let me.
Mr. Kobe's calling that luck. She might be lucky.
Yeah, but remember that along the line of bringing Tabo Besta, following Tabo Besta into a hideout, they committed certain crime against the laws of the land on the way. So those are petty charges that will be what added to it, and those ones have got their own sentence.
Tabo Pester's representative and Dr. Nandipha's representative are withdrawing from the case.
What is the reason?
But I think that's a strategy. I think I even said it the other time when we were talking about.
Because I know when
they do that, okay, with the other one.
With the Dr. Nandipha's, with the Tabo Besta's own, there are 2 reasons. The first one is talking about finance, and the second one is about the guy has got a court appearance for fraud on tender cases. So I don't know which one, but I think he stood on the finance issue. With the Dr. Nandipha's, I've not.
I also heard about the one for fraud.
Yeah, I've not heard about that.
I haven't heard.
Yeah.
But, what if it's also a strategy just to prolong? Because every time another advocate comes,
They need to study their case.
They have to start afresh, and they'll keep on.
But the issue is that what are you prolonging for? Because you will still be inside.
Maybe
And that's true.
Tabo Besta obviously will still be inside, but maybe Nandipha they can maneuver for her, maybe to be out.
Okay, my lovely girl, my question is, if Dr. Nandipha is out, she's out to do what? Because you're out because you can't face the public. It's not gonna be easy for her.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be easy. I'm putting myself in that beautiful lady's shoes. It's not gonna be easy for her. But Abile, what do you think? Okay.
Yeah, closer support each other, so they will just.
The girl is a closer.
Yes, they'll just give her that emotional support, Maybe she will go back to Ghana.
Yeah, because.
It seems like Dr. Pashi doesn't want anything to do with her. And
No,
know her as her friend.
No, the issue is that whether she wants something to do with it or not, investigation will prove. The other one, you see, in this case, you can disown them now by investigation. Remember, they are also yet to talk. We shouldn't we shouldn't judge them now until we hear what they say. I'm not saying they are right, but they are yet to also talk about people who assisted them. So people who are closer to them must not disown them now, because you'll be owned again. They will say we love you once you are running away. Remember that before these people they absconded or they ran away or they were caught, they had friends who were aware that these people were leaving. So for us, that's what I'm saying. Everybody's as guilty when you are closer to these people. If you are aware that this guy was supposed to be in jail. You get my point. But going to Quebec or whatever, if there's a high possibility that she would do that. But to me, if I was her, if I come out. But there's another thing I was thinking. There's another thing I'm thinking. The MP can see that she can easily commit suicide to avoid these cases.
Yeah.
Yes. Like what that guy Gerald for the sex kids. Mr. Kennedy, what he realized is that for the rape issue, he committed suicide, and now he's very peaceful where he's lying.
Yeah, true.
Yes,
Because if you're right, because if she comes out, for her to, even the clients that she had, the celebrities, I don't think they'll
Though,
be
as
any
you said, so
celebrity
to
who
me,
want to
you
be
coming out
affiliated.
with her, you know, you know, she will not be able to face the public even on bail for her own sanity and peace of mind. I'm not saying she must be in jail. I'm not advising her, but for her own sanity. Where she is now, she's at peace.
So the way you're saying you're not advising it, as if she's still contemplating whether she should stay inside or outside.
But if you're not contemplating, you will not be
But
asking for
it
bail.
seemed like she has made peace with the situation.
No,
Because
no.
she
I'm
came-
sorry. I don't
she
know
came-
everything.
She came to the court
My dear,
unmasked.
my dear, you make peace whether you like it or not. Where are you going to find happiness?
Reality.
Reality has set in.
Yeah, she decided to face it.
Yes. Whether you at first you were wearing Nike on this thing. Let me tell you the situation here.
Still wearing Nike.
Wait, it's the same attire.
No, it's not.
It's a different one.
Different vibe.
Okay, now let me use this English. Reality has set in now. You need to make peace, or you kill yourself. There are only two options.
Or maybe she gained the confidence because of this other lady, Natasha. So she's
No, there's no confidence here.
Well, I think they were saying that the court said she has to show herself so that they
Yes.
can really be sure that it's her.
It's her because remember
Yeah,
this
she
is
can't keep on coming. Hiding.
yeah,
Next
because
thing you
Tabo
know,
Besta showed his face. My issue is, my dear, whether expectancy in terms of economy, we have expectancy growth. Whether expectancy, you are expecting more females. Listen, you need to make peace. There are two things: make peace or you commit suicide. There's nothing you can do. The reality, remember, it's not something that you are dealing with. It's the whole South Africa
Yeah,
watching you. You saw this guy, Oscar Pistorius. Or if did I pronounce the name well? Yes. Pistoria or Pistorius? Pistorius. When he was given 3 years, they brought him back to sentence him more. Because the case was followed by international media. Riverstian camp was followed by international. So here you need to make peace. There's nothing again you can do. So here I was telling my girl Ifia that there's a possibility that they will not grant a bail because of suicidal tendencies. You understand? Because let me tell you, going to kill your father once your father is alive and claim
a body.
No insurance money.
Oh, insurance.
Those cases are even there. Those are separate cases. Those are cases where you killed your own father, took money, whatever, and all these things. How are you gonna, aside even the escape issue? Those are, thank you. If you say sure, you need to make what? Peace. So here, to me, we love Dr. Nandipha. She's a human being. Everybody can make this mistake, but the case is too huge that if they release her, she might commit suicide. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I don't think she could be able to live with herself, especially also
it's too huge.
The bodies that are also involved.
You know.
I mean, even if she can decide to go to Tebeja, maybe what if the family of the Katlego decides, you know what, we're going to look for her.
Yeah, so it's a whole, with her, she just make peace. She must just make peace that, oh, let this thing come into an end, let them sentence me. If it is life imprisonment, I'll be there until parole.
That's if she will even deserve it. If she won't fear for her own life.
Yeah.
Because others, they even kill themselves because they just fear that what if people are going to do it.
So here they need a social worker to counsel her and all these things. She's a human being. All of us can go through these things. We are not blaming her and all these things. Here, in all these things, there's one thing that conquer all. Love. Love has brought this thing. People are committed, and Dr. Nandipha, we're sorry that you've been a victim. We are not saying that those who have been hurt by Dr. Nandipha, they deserve it, but I think it's a lesson that all of us must learn, that when your partner or you see anything wrong, you know why most of people, I don't have friends. Have you guys asked that? Apart from these people who follow me, they say Kobe doesn't have a secret. Have you noticed that? You know why? I have lived to understand that certain times you need to say the truth for you to avoid certain things that will come after. Because if you are this, I feel for Dr. Nandipha because I don't know where to even start from. It's too huge.
It's sad. You feel like she brought it upon
Itself,
herself.
the nemesis,
Yeah, she brought it. At the same time, you feel like, no man. Looking at how far she was in life,
man,
the
throw
fact
it
that
away.
She's a mom. Now the kids. For me, I would even say to the father of the kids, he should relocate with the kids.
Yeah, because here they can't face the public.
Yeah.
For now, your child goes to school.
Relocate to where? Because the whole of South Africa is in.
No, they can go to overseas.
No, even if they go to overseas, it's fine if the case is there. But now the kids, growing up and
Yeah,
if
they
are
can get a
grown
visa
up,
and
when you see them, you're pointing.
nah, this your mother did this.
Those are the
Children
kids.
don't care. When kids who are bullies,
But then what if people they learn that these kids are Dr. Nandipha's kids?
But
The same thing that they ran away from here, they will still face or get it from wherever they
feel
will
like
go.
it wouldn't be the same if they're in another country.
wouldn't be the
because-
same. Who cares about
Yeah.
Dr. Nandipha? They are living their life there. So there they will be okay. And then if they grow and they feel like coming back home. Because to me, I concur with Efia in everything she's saying now. The children can face South Africa for now.
Yeah,
No.
especially parents had always talk. If my child attends the same school as
Aye,
my child,
those people.
now, I'm
Mother
gonna
of
say,
a-
"Bona, you see that girl, your friend, see the mother, and now the child goes.
And now
to
it's on
school.
YouTube. So they
Yeah.
just Google and then they will show you. Remember that because of YouTube, there's no secret anymore. 50 years down the line, you will see it on somebody's channel. So Efia is right. I don't know. My heart is even paining me because I don't know how she's gonna face her own self, even when she check into the mirror, Batabil. Because the case is not about Tabo Best alone. Killing your own father, taking for your courage. But we also hate the idea that you could not stand up for the truth and tell the guy that, look, so far as I love you, just serve your sentence and let God be the judge instead of giving a parole. But to assist him, I'm not judging you. You went too far, Dr. Nandipha. You went too far because you've hurt a lot of souls in the making. Girls who have been raped, they are being traumatized that this guy is outside and all these things. So I'm not judging Dr. Nandipha, but the law, is, I don't know. Guys, I can't talk. The law, I don't know. It's too much. I don't know what to say.
You have been purged. Your soul is purged.
Because the issues are too much. If you where do we start from? Is it the three bodies that he acquired? Or is it killing the father, the brother and whatever, taking insurance money? Or is it because of the business him and Tabu Besta was running, aiding and abetting a criminal outside?
And before we know it, there will be another charge added, maybe. There'll be another
But
charge.
Abili is right. Maybe the girl, she has made peace with it. She has made peace with it.
She has to. She has to, because at the end of the day, she needs to face the reality that she brought to herself. This is what she brought to herself. I don't know if she was forced to do that or she did it like because
Willingly.
yes. But then it
That's
is what
another
it
case.
is. It happened.
Even if she was forced, but killing your own father and taking insurance money, I don't think you were forced that one.
Love.
But there's something that I
Love
saw in court. The father, I think you guys will watch on the screen. I'll show that part. The father and the daughter were reconciled. They were talking the day they met in court. They were just whispering as to what they said. I'm just creating a joke. Maybe the father said, no matter what happens, you're still my daughter.
Yeah.
And I salute the father for that, not for the crime they've committed, but at the point of death, he still says, you are my daughter. in our next life, let us all learn that.
You know, in that one, I don't think there's a parent that says, I want my daughter or my son to be
No,
involved in any criminal activities.
no, that one.
You know, our parents, like, they stuck with us no matter what happens. No matter what happens. And from the video that Mr. Kobe is talking about, we could even see on Dr. Nandipha's father, like his face, that he was emotional. He had tears on his face, but then because of he wanted to look strong in Dr. Nandipha's face, he tried to control himself and be remorseful to the daughter. So when it comes to the parents' love, like our parents love us no matter what. I can kill someone today, but my parents will still say, "That's my daughter," and they will still like be there to.
Comfort you.
It's like comforting to defend us.
Yeah.
You know, so parents love us. We love them. We do whatever that we do. Because of we just want to show love to them. Maybe Nandipha also did all those things to provide for the family. I don't know, but then I know that in everything that she did, she didn't want to hurt anyone. She was just trying to help the boyfriend, and because of the boyfriend had the money, she was also taking the money to help the family. We don't know. We're not sure about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So love is the cause of all these things.
Like I said, yeah.
Yeah, love is the cause of all these things.
You know, yeah. I don't have much to say, but yeah, like I'm saying, the father wasted a lot of money to educate a child to be a doctor, and now it's up to this. But on a lighter note,
Boyfriend, if you have a boyfriend at home, and
yeah,
would you go this far for him? Would you not?
let people not be hypocrite and say no.
Exactly. That's
Majority
Maybe
will
she
do that.
went this far for the family, not only the boyfriend but also
the
for the
fact
family.
that at times we also do. I'm saying when I say
People
we,
mustn't
I'm
think
not
only
saying-
Dr. Nandipha is doing it.
Yeah.
It's
So
going
many
on
Dr.
there.
Nandipha's out there. Just that,
Yes,
you
people.
know,
It's just
we are
that
not
issues
yet
up. Yes,
yeah.
people go all out to do stuff, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So I think that's it. Seems like no. Well, our boss says he's not that he doesn't have anything to say or he's tired. The matter is heavy. That
Very heavy. I don't want to implicate myself
Yeah.
because, you know, hey, Dr. Nandipha, hey, you know, I don't know how to speak the Xhosa, but I, it's over heavy. It's too heavy. It's too heavy because here, where do you, Batabilene, where do you start from? Even if you are going to narrate it. It's too heavy.
I see narrating, even if you're a close friend of hers and you just want to go and see her or visit her, or if there was something you're going to visit her, given the chance. Let's just wrap it up like a given the chances to both of you guys. What is it that you think you would say, given the chance? Like this is a chance. B, what? Here's Dr. Nandipha in front of you. Say something to her.
I will just give her a hug. Like the deepest hug.
Soul in your next life. Because one of the books I read when I was young, Animal Farm, where in Animal Kingdom all of them are the same. In this case, she's part of the Animal Kingdom. She's falling out of the race. I read that book as my literature, and things fall apart. She must just make peace with the soul. The world is finished. It's finished. Even if you are convicted and you are in for 20 years, you come back. You can never be the same. You can never be the same. So God must guide her. She live a good life so that she can enter into the kingdom of heaven. And God should give her a second chance. We cannot judge her. We are not God. God always want the rejected people. We the human beings will say she's like this, she like, but God need people like this into their kingdom. Wherever she is in prison, she must pray, read the Bible, and the earth will rule her out, but heaven will accept her. Dr. Nandipha, that's what I can say.
Those are lovely words,
You know,
from the boss and of course our girl B. For me, I don't have much to say. I feel like they have said more than what I would have said as to what I would say if I would be with her, sit with her one on one. But then, anyways, all good luck. That's what I think I can say at this point. And let's hope that next week the bail application will what is this word? What is this word? Would suit, not suit
yeah,
her.
will suit, yeah.
Not suit her, but I've forgotten the word. Like would be on her side.
Oh, okay. Or
Yeah.
favor.
Yeah, let's hope that the bail application will
Yeah,
favor
you're
her.
right.
If it doesn't, if maybe that's what she deserves, then
Yeah.
that's what she deserves.
Those who have been hurt by Dr. Nandipha, we are also expressing our sincere, not apology on her behalf, but our sincere pain and agony to say, just keep up the spirit, pray, and also understand that the devil is out to destroy and steal. Dr. Nandipha was part of her own, and she's committed this heinous crime. In your heart, you might not forgive her, but if anytime you feel down, pray to God. There's a verse in the Bible, I don't know the Bible very well, that comforts, I don't know whether it's Psalms that comforts the human soul. You know, anger, I'm saying this because I'm touched. Anger will let you also commit a crime that you'll be there. Don't let anger push you to that limit. Although you are hurt by her and the supposed boyfriend, but let God be the judge and read Psalms to atone your spirit. Thank you.
Well, I think our boss has said it all. For me, it's just to end this by saying, you guys, if you haven't subscribed, please make sure that you subscribe. Also, add on your comments. Let us know what you also think. Let us know what you also assume might happen next week on the postponed bail hearing. Well, from me and the 4 Tech Online team, your girl B, and our boss, it's a TTF Enter.